you know, she's not the only one out here that she's dragging. Azealia Banks apparently decided, because she's bored, to drag Madonna. I don't know if these drags is paying her bills, because quiet as it's kept. Remember what I don't know if y'all remember, Funky Dineva did say that when she got evicted from that place in Florida, that she couldn't even pay the movers to move her stuff. It was stuck out on the lawn. And they were the same movers he used to move his stuff from Miami to Atlanta. She ain't even got the coin to pay movers to move her trash ass crap out that apartment she was evicted from. But she want to sit up out here talking about people with actual coin that could take care of themselves. But you worrying about people boxes, shoe boxes in the kitchen, and you worrying about Madonna and her music. Mind you, she has about the same amount of hits as the decade she's lasted in music. 40 hits, 40 years in the business. Where's your hits? I'll wait, because here's the thing. You could bring up 212 and all other stuff. We Google schmoogled it. None of them songs ever was a top 10 or number one hit. So Azealia out here trying to windmill and read people. But girl, you have no hits to speak of. So until you have a resume that you could speak of that's on the level of these people you talk about, then you can sit up here and try to read people's songs down to the floor. But anyway, so since y'all may not be aware what happened, let me fill you in. So music fans were not here for no-hit wonder turned internet troll Azealia Banks fixing her yuck mouth to say that she's not only a better singer than Madonna, but she had the absolute nerve to claim that the pop icon's 3-decade-old hit Vogue is trash. Yeah, this bitch said that. So hold on, because I want to pull this, even Neighborhood Talk got in on the tea. So I said, let me just pull that up. So she said, Vogue by Madonna is such a trash record, but just based on Madonna's seriously limited vocal capabilities, Azealia told her 136,000 followers on Twitter. Martha Wash really would have sang it, or really should have sang it. She would have actually done it justice. I could even cover Vogue and give it just due in the place of gay musical lexicon. Well, girl, we don't want you to be a part of the gay musical lexicon because you the same bitch that was out here calling us a bunch of faggots. So when that comes out of your damn mouth and ain't nothing homosexual about your black ass, you should not be out here trying to call anybody any kind of F word. You need to worry about how you are going to be able to afford to pay the bills in the apartment you currently reside in, wherever the hell your ass is, instead of trying to be up out here worrying about what Madonna and them is doing. And why are you sitting here talking about a song that's 30 years old? That's probably older than your actual age. Or you probably like maybe a couple of years older than the the song's existence. Because I don't even care to Google how old this broad is. But I know she's in her 30s. But you out here worrying about Madonna's Vogue song. And we already know that Madonna is not someone with the most spectacular voice. She's been very open about the fact that she's not the most spectacular singer. However, she uses her limitations to advantage. She took voice lessons years later when she did the whole Evita thing, has improved a lot in her singing. And yeah, we know Madonna's not the best singer, but she's taken a lot of the things that she's limited in, and she's been able to elevate that to iconic status. Now, she also said, I'm a much better singer than Madonna. Again, this is what she said. The song should not be sang by such a mid-vocalist. It's like cheese that won't melt. Oh, you talking about government cheese? But here's the thing. How many mediocre-ass singers out here have had many hits? You got a good singer voice. You can't even conjure yourself one. But you're worrying about a woman who has a multitude of hits. I want to sit and have to read her whole discography. But we will if we have to. And I'm not going to sit up in here and shit on Azalea's vocals because she can sing. But what you're not going to do is try to diminish this thing. Because look, this ain't the first time she did. She did, I guess because the whole Katy Perry thing, it came and went like a fart in the wind. She said her little thing. It gave her a little, situation. Gave her a little yang. She got a little jolt on social media. But a couple of weeks ago when Katy Perry said in an Australian interview that every female should thank Madonna for paving the way for them to have the career they have today. And what she was talking about is the regarding of the blueprint. Then she had to bring up Grace Jones. I said, nobody was comparing it to you bring up these people who, and no shade to Grace Jones. I live for Grace Jones. Grace Jones is an icon in her own right. Grace Jones is a niche artist. Grace Jones never had a career at the level of a Madonna. where it's like this global icon. Now, Grace Jones could definitely, be out here 70 years old, 70 plus, singing Nightclubbing and all her other songs, hula hooping on stage and gagging the girls. We know that. But the people she was bringing, the Donna Summer and those other songs, I said Donna Summer was a disco queen. She was a niche artist too. She only lasted in a certain specific situation and tried to break out of that. Even the whole controversy surrounding her being a homophobe, we're not going to forget about that and the things she said in regards to that. So your opinion, while it is yours, is null and void. So I did feel like, she was just naming a bunch of women who aesthetically and musically weren't doing what Madonna was doing as a way to diminish her legacy. So Katie said this. She said, she's the greatest. She paved the way. Every person, when you talk about me reaching out to younger artists, every female still needs to continue to say thank you to her because she's breaking down barriers. I'm 40 and I still get to do music because of Madonna. And it's like, yeah, you can say what you want. You can bring up all these other names. Whitney Houston, first of all, she's dead. You can bring up all these other people, and no shade to Whitney. I live for the voice. I live for Whitney. But Whitney had her own situation. Whitney was not doing what Madonna was doing. Whitney was a singer. Whitney was from the church. But she wasn't giving the type of grandiose type of shows that Madonna has done. When you look at the way people do their shows in regards of the stadium, like arena, stadium, whatever you want to call it, the way they set up their shows, telling a story through the music. These people you talking about wasn't doing all that. So, of course, the people, took issue with Young Mouth had to say and read her ass down to the floor. Now, here's what they said. One person said, she's so cringe, yet she never come close to the artistic impact or influential iconicness that Madonna has. Another person said, okay, well, get in the studio and let's see where that career goes. This is what another person challenged. So the hypocrite called Azealia Banks just tweeted she's releasing a new song. That's why she's talking ish about Madonna to get some clout to boost her 6 streams. Child. Beyonce, yes. Little Kim, yes, she referred to herself as the Black Madonna. Janet took, and y'all may not like to hear this, but child, she about to get it too. Took major inspiration from Madonna's erotica album for her 1993 Janet album. So we're not going to sit up in here and yes, Janet does her thing in her own right, and Janet has solidified herself as an icon in other ways. However, we're not going to sit up in here and try to act like that Janet didn't take inspiration from Madonna's erotica and incorporate that with the Janet album. We're not going to do that, especially when erotica came out before Janet's album. So we're not going to sit up in here and try to act like she has not been influenced. But of course, y'all don't want to sit up here. And this is the thing that irritates me is that y'all want to act like only white people are influenced by white people. A lot of black folks who grew up with Madonna were influenced. Beyonce has talked about she was influenced during the Renaissance tour. Rihanna has even come out and said that she's been influenced by Madonna. So let's not do it. It's funny how we come with knowledge and receipts. A lot of y'all want to still start that shit. Go argue with your mammy because I don't want to hear it. I said what the fuck I said. So another person goes and says she wake up every day and start a new war with laugh emojis. So we're going to read a lot of these comments. So another person said it is one of the most acclaimed recordings of all time, and she sounds amazing on it. You would collapse a lung trying to replicate her vocal. Another person said, hashtag Madonna wrote hashtag Vogue. Madonna feels what sings making me... Wait, I can't even understand. See, this is what's going to bother me because I'm going to try to read how people write stuff. Madonna feels what sings making music because melody and words came from inside her soul. Vogue was the first single ever to be certified 2 times platinum by a female artist in U.S. and peaked at #1 in 30 countries. 2 all-time records as 1990. You only wish. Another person said, who even are you? Half a hit wonder. Another person said, you'll never even be remotely as successful or impactful as her, mostly because you're a massive POS and I think you meant persona non grata, because of it. And what is your karma, loser? Hope that helps. Another person said, Vogue is one of the best pop songs of all time. You can't even make best song of 1 minute. Of course you want to sing timeless bops made by others. Another person said, nurse, she out again. Another person said, now you sound dumb AF. Another person said, you are still talking about Madonna, so pressed. No one else could have sang Vogue because Madonna wrote and produced a song with Shep Pettibone. It's her song. Cope harder. Madonna's the only artist where people want others to get credit for her work. child, but this was the funny one because I'm not gonna sit and read all of them because the last one I'll read is one said, "You're really starting to sound like the mini version of Jaguar Wright on crack." I mean, quiet as it's kept. She got that crackhead mouth, that mouth look like you're doing that. Kind of like the Bobby Brown, like side jaw, like kind of going sideways. Like she definitely give me that. I told them with them giant ass cash register teeth. My jaw wide like a cash register. So but she didn't. But look, after all the dragons, she continued to double down because we got to keep feeding y'all the situation. Because she went on, she even decided to try to prop up Janet Jackson while trying to throw shade at Madonna. So she went and said this. She said, "Why is it funny if it's the truth? We don't really see it for her or see her the way you do, and that's okay. We have our own icons, niece. You're gonna drive yourself insane being mad about it. And this is not true because I see it for Britney hard. Madonna just doesn't do it for me. Okay, now let's go to bed now, child." And it's like, fine, you can have your opinion. Nobody's discounting your opinion. However, when you say the stuff you said about Vogue, is like you knew what you were saying and you knew how you were wording it because you wanted to get a rise. If you would have said those other stuff that you don't see it for her and you have a difference of opinion, that is okay. I'm not expecting everybody to be a hardcore Madonna fan or to like her stuff. But what you're not going to do is diminish her contributions to the industry. You have a right to not like who you don't like. There's a lot of artists I don't particularly care for, but if you're an icon in your own right and you put in the work and you've done the things you've done, I'm going to give you your flowers. That's only fair. But you just being a hater because you need attention. Because nobody is talking about Azealia Banks and her tired ass music. She also noted that she had only been a fan of 3 of Madonna's songs and that she looked up to Beyonce, Janet, and Chaka Khan than, Madonna. However, the internet was not satisfied as people began drawing up the rapper's old tweets of her favorite Madonna song being Love Profusion, to which she shot back in a lengthy paragraph, saying, "Again, this is one of the 3 songs I know. Y'all really have to get over the fact that forever white female artists have been heralded as queens and trendsetters only because the media chooses to narrate women's history through a white lens. I'm telling you, and being completely honest, I, Azealia Banks, am not, nor have I ever been, especially excited by or in awe of Madonna. Sure, this is a cool song. I play it maybe once or every 2 years. I'm telling you, her music, nor is whatever selective feminism she represents an integral piece to having inspired as many female artists as you think, nor changing any circumstances or knocking down barriers for anyone else but white women, period." Well, I don't know, sis, if you could speak for all these other people and just specifically label it as white women, but you can't be out here speaking for people. Speak for yourself and stop only trying to, label white girls in your narrative. So speak for yourself, bitch. That's what we asking. Now, lastly, Banks paid homage to Donna Summer and said that the disco icon is the one who laid the groundwork for displaying sexuality in pop music, saying "Love to Love You, Babe" predates Like a Virgin, and Donna is way more essential anthems, talent, and essential influence as far as mother of the girls go. It's okay for you not to agree, but you're not going to force me to parroting some cliched-ish about Madonna being some force of nature because she's not. Sorry, LOL. Well, she knows how to gag y'all. But hold on, let me actually pull up this photo because I'm like, let's leave it on this situation if I can get to it. Let me pull up this picture because this was about 3 years ago when she took this photo. So you want to sit up in here and be a hater, but you ain't mind taking a photo with her daughter Lourdes. So yeah, I want to pull that up. And we're not going to diminish Donna Summer and her overall influence on music and disco. Yes, she is an icon in the disco world. And yeah, she definitely changed the game and has inspired many people. First of all, Madonna covered I Feel Love on the Confessions tour. So of course, Madonna has paid homage to Donna Summer and was inspired by her in a lot of like when she does the dance, when she did her dance music era, when she did her disco music era, I should say. Because there's different genres when it comes to the dance music. But Donna Summer, her career was short-lived because she was in the disco thing. And once disco sucks and all that other stuff started, started up, She was not able to progress beyond that. She tried to get into other genres. I've seen her documentary. So I know she tried to do other things and tried to do other genres. And she was a church girl. So she was feeling a way about the sexual aspect of that genre of music. She wasn't really comfortable doing all that stuff. So Madonna, very calculated in what she was using her sexuality in her music, knew what she was doing when she was, getting caught up in that whole situation. So at least if you're going to try to come in with your reads and your comments and stuff, do your damn homework. So to wrap all this up, as I stated earlier, Madonna, makes no qualms about having the most spectacular voice. We know she can't blow like Aretha, Mariah, Celine, or Whitney. And people need to realize when we do that, when y'all talk about singers and stuff, you need to kind of let me realize, okay, so what are you comparing it to? Because I feel like a lot of people only think that if you you do the over singing, like if you're doing the Christina Aguilera with the over, the runs and all other stuff, that equates to singing. Or if you come from the church, you're automatically this amazing singer. There's levels to when it comes to being an artist. Madonna is a recording artist. Madonna is an entertainer. She's also, someone who's a creator with everything that she does, be it the visuals, the music, everything. She's very hands-on with that. So if you're trying to compare her to an Adele, Celine, or Mariah, or Whitney, that's not her ministry. So I hate when people always try to equate like the only level of singing that somebody is a requirement to being a singer is those four that I mentioned. Plus, during her, Evita era, she acted to vocal lessons and became a better singer because of it. Also, Madonna, who's a club kid, came from the New York scene, the party scene, and had a knack for bringing the underground to the mainstream, which she did with ballroom culture. The ballroom scene, lest we forget, most recently, gave Madonna her tens, has basically said that how she helped usher ballroom into the mainstream. She has never kind of culturally appropriated. I don't care what a lot of y'all say. Go argue with your mammy. But she has never culturally appropriated. She's always given ballroom scene a prop. She has always come back to the gays. She's always come back to the ballroom scene, and she's always given them their tens. She even had the ballroom girls on the Celebration tour, had a lot of drag queens. She's always been that girl who's been an icon within the gay community. She's always paid respects to the community because her best, I guess her good friend who was a teacher was a gay man. Her brother was a gay man. So a lot of that world, she's always been in that. What have you done for the gay community? Or what do you contribute to the gay community besides calling us a bunch of damn faggots? So in regards to that, let's not even get into the fact that how you be appropriating the butch wing ballroom sound with your tight ass EP 1992 that you still out here peddling. So if you want to read Madonna about her singing, then why are her biggest hits and most of the fan favorites her ballads? So we have Crazy for You, Live to Tell, so many other songs that she has over the years. Mother and Father. She also has 40 hits that span throughout her 4-decade career. Last time I checked, you have to have some kind of singer voice if you're able to hold such a title throughout a career that spans 4 decades. So instead of getting on social media trolling when you could barely pay your damn rent, maybe try getting in the studio and working on actually getting yourself a hit that would actually go to number 1. Or better yet, wash that wide ass mouth of yours with that skin bleaching soap you create in your damn bathroom. How about that? So I think I said all I need to say about this tight ass hoe. So I say all to say, what do y'all think of this story? I'm about sick of her and her trolling. She's tired through and delayed. So let me know what you think of this story in the comments down below.